Night. I'm doing a truce. I'm doing a truce. Can we shake hands real quick? I promise you. See, we are making progress, right? Making progress. Can get along, folks. We can get along, I promise. Hey everybody, it's EJ Samuel with PAFootballNews.com. You can see the cars behind me. This guy will pull in. The big school behind me is Dallas High School. That's where we're at. And a fun fact for tonight, I went to Dallas High School. This is my homecoming. I never thought I'd get my own homecoming, but here we are. Look at, this is the old shoe game. It is week 10, Dallas takes on Lake Lehman. And this is so exciting because when I went to school here, all the way from when I was a kindergartner up to a senior, even the year after, when they played at Lehman, I went to every single Dallas game, including this old shoe game. So what is the old shoe game? If you're watching this, obviously, this is like a learning type of video. So as you've seen over the years, if you look into this rivalry, these two teams obviously hate each other. This has been a rivalry since the 1930s. Yeah, the 30s. Yeah, like the stock market crash, like way back in the day. Yeah. So it's been a very long time. And these two teams absolutely hate each other. They take turns pummeling each other. There's never really many close games. There's a couple notable close games, but it's never really fully. It's usually people take turns beating up on each other for a couple years at a time. Dallas has had the number since 2020. Lehman won in 2020 in the COVID year. That was actually 2020, 2021-ish, my senior year. Lehman did win. You can see the trucks are pulling in. That means Lake Lehman fans are here. So look, I'm just going to tell you this. I don't want you to get upset here because I went to Dallas and all this other stuff. Look, I'm looking to have so much fun at this game, and I have so much energy compared to the past couple of weeks because this game always brings energy. I could be dead in the water working over 40 hours at work. And when I get to know that this game's coming up on a Friday, I got as much energy as I possibly can. So that being said, the fact that I'm here, I'm going to do this, and I want you to understand that this is not going to affect my journalism today whatsoever. You always will have that promise from me. I will not do it. I will never be biased. But because we were at my alma mater and I feel like reliving my prime high school days, I have not worn this thing in quite a many years. But I am wearing my Letterman jacket tonight because I am very, very proud to be a Dallas Mountaineer. And because I'm coming home and it's the right weather where I won't sweat, I'm gonna wear this Letterman jacket. Does this mean I'm rooting for anybody? No, it doesn't. So before the Lake Lehman people get up on their little horse and say, I'm biased, I promise you I'm not. I'm a journalist. I'm not allowed to do that. But this is just more for me. I was in the band. I very, very so proudly was in this band for many, many years. Let's talk about the rivalry itself. Players and stuff are on the field already. I better get going. But these two teams absolutely hate each other, both at 4 and 5. And this is going to be so fun. I'm going to have fun with both Dallas and Lehman kids, man, because this is just a fun rivalry. But it's also one of the nastiest rivalries. People, you'll see, people just seems like people hit harder, do all this stuff. It's crazy. So that's all I'll be able to tell you at this point. We are in. Let's go. Okay, we're on the field. You know what I thought was funny? I thought that I automatically started talking to all these other Dallas kids, starting to talk to some Lehman kids as well. You can just cut this tension with a knife. It's a little rainy and a little cold, but I gotta be honest with you. I have never been more proud and excited to be at this game. So this is going to be a good one because my boy, Mr. Cummings. How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Hey, take care. That is why I like coming back to school here, because when I went to school here, there was a sense of community. When I went to school here, I saw a state finals team, and the year after I left, we saw another state finals team. That's all the, it's all the sense of community. Look, at what I was going to talk to you about was these games, anything goes. They've got new turf since I've been here, I just realized. 4 and 5 the records are for both Lehman and Dallas, and I think it's going to be fun because regardless of the records, it just helps that they're kind of together, but anything goes. Doesn't matter the record. It just helps that they're both very equally matched this year. Should be fun. Anyways, let's get into the action. I don't want to make this all about me.
The Lake Lehman Black Knight.
And here we are at Dallas Mountaineer Stadium, the Old Shoe Game's 77th annual. Wow, boy, is that an old rivalry, and these two teams hate each other and are going to prove it right here, right off the hop. Lake Lehman makes a very key mistake. This is Bobby Gallagher in the right spot at the right time, and that puts Dallas in a really good position. Now, they do end up punting the ball away, but they pin Lake Lehman back and force them to punt, except this isn't a normal punt. Watch this. Boom, right and blocked. Back of the end zone, goes out the back, so that means it's a safety. Dallas is up 2-0 early. Fans are all into it. Okay, this is a good situation. Even the student section's loving it. And you think that Dallas is done, but I hate to tell you, they're not done at all. Dallas drives all the way down after the free kick and gets into the end zone, 9-0. And all of a sudden, Lake Lehman's starting to slip a little bit. The defense is not able to figure out where the holes are coming from, and they can't figure out where to plug them. Dallas makes them pay. However, Jaden Skapalis says, you know what? I want a little piece of the action too. This is a very long run, a very great run. Got a couple guys on his tail, but he's going to get into the end zone anyway. They're back on the board. It is 9-6 with 1:01 left in the first quarter. All right, second quarter. Logan Geske. The referee blocked me, but you saw the catch. Geske into the end zone. That's going to make it 16-6 with 10:10 to go in the second quarter. And of course, Dallas tries to score again when they get the ball back. Why wouldn't you? Take a shot for the end zone, except Chris Yetter of Lake Lehman picks the ball off and keeps them off the board in that one. So Lake Lehman tried to move, but 2 key stops for the Dallas defense kind of sets things up for them to try and get back down and into the end zone. This is the second quarter now. They're going into halftime. Logan Geske, boom, almost takes me out. I almost died, but that drive didn't die because Logan Geske's into the end zone, and that's going to make it 23.
Okay, folks, halftime here, 23-6. Hey, listen, so I've had really terrible luck as far as getting the scoring plays. I mean, I got all of them. I got every single one of them, but one of them was blocked, and the other one, a guy ran into me, and I was way off. I was on the soccer lines, and the guy still came flying into me, Lehman kid, so it'll be fun. Anyway, hey, look, so a couple of things. The score is 23-6. It's pretty cut and dry for both teams. Dallas cannot take their foot off the gas pedal because Lehman had a little bit of a fire towards the end. They just weren't able to get anything done. Lehman is a solid team. The problem is that it's taking them a little bit longer to get used to what's happening. But I do think Lehman has a lot of gas in the tank. Here's the issue. The issue is Dallas has figured out certain run patterns. There are certain run patterns that Lehman's been able to run that Dallas can't figure out. But the majority of the time, Dallas hasn't figured out. They just keep stacking the box. As far as Dallas is concerned, they are up. They hold a hearty lead. It's 23-6. It's not a huge lead, but it's a comfortable enough lead where it's like, okay, something can happen. And you know as long as I have, I've been doing this for years, okay? I always call it straight. And I'm going to be completely real with you. The reason that they're winning the game right now is because they came out strong. But Lehman does, like I said, have gas in the tank. It's a matter of who finishes strong, I think. This is a dogfight every year. This is the old shoe game. Already getting a little chippy, too. It's halftime. Let's go have some fun before we have to go back on the field.
Angelo Magnotta. I go to Lake Lehman.
What is so important to you about the old shoe game and this rivalry?
I just like really coming out to these games. They're a lot of fun to watch and, you know, be around people.
You say anything nice about Dallas?
No, I can't name one good word about Dallas.
You got any shout-outs for anybody?
I'm shouting my brother Anthony Magnotta and Jaden Skipalster getting touchdown right now.
Shout out Paul. Shout out Paul? Shout out Paul.
Yeah, my boy Paul. He's giving it his all out there.
I'm Mia Delgadio.
Can you say something nice about Lake Lehman?
No.
No.
Nah.
Why not?
Yeah. Because Dallas is better, right, guys? Yeah.
Why do you think that the rivalry is important?
Because they literally live in our backyard, and they need to know that we're better. Oh, they're my shout-outs, Leah, Tegan, and Sophia. Yep.
Hi, my name is Susan Rose. I was a Lake Lehman band member, and then I taught at Lehman for 30-some years. I was in the graduating class of 1964.
What makes Lehman better than Dallas?
Oh my God, everything.
You say anything nice about Dallas?
Yeah, my grandson is playing on that Dallas team right now. They got a great team and they're winning.
And you're over here.
And I'm over here because I have two granddaughters on the cheerleading team for Lake Lehman.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're all Back Mountain. We love Back Mountain.
When you were in school, was this rivalry?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. In 1964, yeah, I think we still had the shoe game back then. I mean, it was a big rivalry.
George Nemitz.
And you went to Lake Lehman?
Yes, I did. 76.
Was this rivalry as intense back in 1976 than it was?
I would say it was more intense.
What made it more intense, do you think?
Well, Thanksgiving Day game, first of all, we had a big bonfire. It was just more of a rival.
Do you say anything nice about Dallas?
Dallas is a strong school.
What are your best memories?
Just a winter, a lot of snow when we played on the games. Always snowing, it seemed to be bad weather.
Why do you like being a Lake Lehman Knight?
Just my homegrown land. I just like it here at the back mountain.
Luke Nikolai.
Can you say something nice about Lake Lehman?
They have really nice helmets. It's really important because I feel like Dallas and Lehman have always gone at it like this, and Dallas always wins, so it's important for us to keep the shoe at Dallas.
Do you know what year this rivalry started?
1974.
No, it was 1938, but that's okay.
Close enough.
My name is Julia Fleury.
Can you say something nice about Lake Lehman?
Yeah, they have a very nice field. I enjoy playing there. I play lacrosse.
Why do you think this rivalry is important?
I think this rivalry is important because it just shows what school's a better school, and I don't know. It's just been for a long time.
Okay, you wanted to shout some people out. You shout out.
I want to shout out Sarah Walp. I love you.
All right, back from halftime. Dallas looks to continue their role. And Lake Lehman, well, trying to do something, but can't really do much if the defense stops you pretty much every time, and that was really the key here. So, Dallas gets back to work. Nico Wilk. Remember that name because he's going to be very, very important, especially on this drive and this play. Look at this. Drops back to pass, has a couple seconds to figure it out, but finds Nico Wilk open in the end zone. That's going to make it 30-6. Now, the story here was Lehman would stop and stop and stop, but then they'd give up a big play, just like this one. This would make it 37-6, and they would end up kneeling it out after a while. The final score, 44-6. And Dallas wins the 77th annual Old Shoe Game.
Hey everybody, this is EJ Samuel with PAFootballNews.com. I am with Coach Rich Manello, the victorious coach tonight. They beat Lake Lehman in the 77th annual Old Shoe Game. Coach, got off to a very, very quick start. Is that part of your recipe when it comes to facing a team like Lake Lehman? Same record, kind of the same situation. How do you read a team like this?
Our process doesn't change. First, this is all about the seniors at 1 and 5. I don't know if there's too many organizations at any level that can pull themselves out of that. And if the seniors are sideways, you're not talking to me right now. Right? And they never went sideways. So they came in here every day, and the whole group worked. We had a bunch of puppies out there, and everybody knows it. And it doesn't matter. They're not freshmen and sophomores anymore, and we said that. But the seniors are still seniors. And we got to lock in everything we can do every day for those guys because they help build where we are right now today. Our process and how we go about our business every day and every week in a game, it's all the same. It doesn't matter who we're playing. It's special teams first, defense, being opportunistic, getting takeaways, playing fast on defense, and then playing fast on offense. And we're starting to play complementary football.
So you mentioned the seniors a lot, and even when I went to school here, because I am an alum, you always preached the seniors is a very important aspect to how the team is built around, and you got one heck of a group of seniors. Can you just speak on maybe how they've developed when they came in as freshmen all the way to now?
We have that senior introduction night, and you stand there and it hits you. These guys have been running around here with us from when they were 8 and 9 years old and 10 years old, and then you see them walk through that helmet with their parents, and you can't help but how emotional it is. And then we tell them all the time that don't take this for granted. And your senior year in high school football is one of the most sought after years in your life. Besides what you're going to do as a dad and raising a family. But this year is what you dream about when you're a little kid, when you're running around out here. Every football field in America got little kids that run around and dream about being senior football players, and we got a great bunch.
And finally, you end the regular season victorious against Lake Lehman, the rival. The Old Shoe Game, over 70 years the thing has been played, and here we are victorious. What's your thoughts going into next week and just where you're at now?
When we cross those bricks over there, we're on to the next one.
Well, that'll do it. That's it. Dallas wins the 77th annual Old Shoe Game. And in convincing fashion, too. This game, for me, was less of who's going to win and more of a homecoming, personally. But in the bigger picture, obviously, yes, who's going to win. And I gotta note a couple of things. First and foremost, Jaden Skapalis is one of the nicest kids I have probably ever met. And you know what? I thought he was good. Granted, he scored their only touchdown, Skapalis. And he can ball, dude. And let me tell you something, had Lehman made the playoffs, I don't know, by a work of God they'll make the playoffs now, but I don't think they're going to because there's too many things that need to go right and need to go wrong for other teams. It's just too much. But had he made the playoffs, they might have stunned somebody. I don't know. He's good. He can move. Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody is looking for a running back, Jaden Skapalis is definitely up on the list of people who can fill the role. Here's the other thing. I'm trying my best not to get, emotional, because this was really a homecoming for me. I saw so many people I haven't seen in years. I came back last year, but I was really under the weather and under the radar and all this other stuff. It just made me so happy to go here. Coach Manello talked about the seniors. This is about the seniors. This is about the seniors. And it is. And I remembered that feeling. And first thing he said was, this is about the seniors. So, just so we're clear, if you've never been there before and you're not quite a senior yet, or you're going to deal with it at some point, it's great, but it's a tough feeling. Because you get there and everything you've ever known for the past 4 years, or maybe longer, because for me it was longer, Band you didn't have to be in high school to be in it. It's all gone. It's all done. And you're so used to it, and it's gone. And you realize you shouldn't have taken for granted what you already had. So when I come back to Dallas, I get a little emotional because this was some of the best years of my life. And when it's gone, it's gone. It's why I always preach to kids when I see them. Take advantage of things, okay? Do things while you can. Because being an alumni is great. And I'm always proud to be a Dallas alumni. Boy, I tell you what, it hits different than if you were just a high school kid again. You don't get to play football. You don't get to put the drums on anymore. You don't get to cheer anymore. You don't get to play basketball or do whatever you did. It's gone. I did it both as an athlete and as in band. So I'll tell you, cherish it. And it's a weird feeling when you walk out of that tunnel with your parents and you're going, oh my goodness, I'm a senior. 13 years have gone by. Where did it all go? You lose grasp of time. So take advantage of it. And I'm very proud to be a Mountaineer in Lake Lehman. I give you kudos. On a less somber note, hey, we got playoffs next week. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. I am aiming to go to Pittston area. I am genuinely aiming to go to Pittston area. I don't know what happened. They were in a dogfight with Wyoming area. I don't know what happened. But regardless, I'm aiming to go there. But if I don't go there, I will obviously let you know. But you have to follow me, NipaYinzer_media on Instagram. Anyways, I got to go home and take a shower and go to sleep. So, bye.